going to be, so there's no attempt made to coordinate material with the contestants. And we have a doctor and the medical category, that's just by coincidence. So we guard against that very closely.
What'd you think of the band?
The band?
Yeah.
That little high school jazz band?
Mm-hmm.
Damn good, weren't they? Mm-hmm. Did you see them? I mean, they got little bongo playing girl, she's a freshman. And the boy at the other end on the trumpet, he's got to be a freshman. I mean, he's all of 4 feet 2 inches tall. And they came up with some good notes, and I was amazed at how they did that interpretation of the Jeopardy theme music. Yeah. That was different, unusual.
Alex, did you hear that the director for the Navy band composed that just for them to play for you?
And he's going to be guest conducting or performing tonight in Frostburg. I pay attention to these things.
There was a lot of noise. I didn't think you weren't paying attention. I thought maybe you just weren't around when he said that.
What's that? I can't hear you. I hear everything, except the stuff I don't hear. So.
You told a story about your grandparents and learning how to speak, about their experience with trains. Do you mind sharing that again?
Oh, my granddad. I grew up in Sudbury, Ontario, and we had a little house that backed onto a creek, and then there was a field, and on the other side of the field there was the switching yards for the Canadian National Railways. And my granddad had a weird, no, not weird, he had a good sense of humor. And I was 5 years old. He taught me, while I was sitting on his lap on his rocking chair on his porch, to say, "Those goddamn trains getting on my nerves." And he talked me into saying it hundreds of times a day, much to the consternation of my mom and dad. But I guess I got over it. When I got a little older, of course, I did what most young boys do when they're close to a switching yard. I went over there and we would put pennies on the track, right? Is there any man in this room who has not done that? Put a penny, you haven't done it?
Did a quarter.
Oh, thanks a lot. Hey, big spender. Spend a little time with me. Yeah, well, we couldn't afford it. I put a penny, but those were fun days. And nowadays, the kids get the same kind of thrill when we were traveling with them on the highway. And any one of those big semi trucks, when we'd be passing one of those, and Matthew and Emily, who were 10, 12 years old, they would immediately look out the window at the driver and they'd go like this. They wanted to hit that horn, hit that big horn. The same thing with steam locomotives. You want to hear that whistle. You want to get some reaction from these big, giant machines. And it's a great way to grow up. You guys have a simpler way of life here than we have in California. I don't imagine you have anywhere near the traffic problems that we do. But hey,
it's a good life here.
Absolutely. And
Rush hour is 5 cars. Rush hour is 5 cars at a stoplight.
I remember doing the equivalent of a USO tour in northern Canada, and they had a moose crossing sign on the airport runway. So you can just imagine the pilots are looking at, okay, one thing we don't want to hit is a moose.